He can take the life of the baby in the 9th month and even after birth.
That is simply not true. We are not for late-term abortion, period, with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look.
The first presidential debate of the 2024 election cycle between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump took place last night. This 90-minute event was a highly anticipated showdown between the two prominent political figures. Moderators Jake Tapper and Dana Bash facilitated the debate, which covered various critical topics. Here we will tell you the key highlights and moments from the debate. Make sure you subscribe to our channel first and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of the latest updates. Let's dive into the video. The economy, a heated exchange.
He had the largest national debt of any president in a 4-year period.
The debate began with a focus on the economy. President Biden, battling a cold, struggled initially with his responses, but managed to point to the challenges he inherited from the Trump administration. He highlighted his administration's efforts to stabilize the economy post-pandemic and lower costs for Americans, such as reducing insulin prices. Trump, on the other hand, asserted that the U.S. had the greatest economy in the history of our country during his presidency. He criticized Biden for the current inflation and economic woes. However, Trump's claims about the economic performance under his administration were fact-checked and found lacking. For instance, the GDP growth under Trump was not as remarkable as he suggested, and his statements about job creation and tariffs were contested by many experts. Trump also claimed, falsely, that the only jobs Biden created were for illegal immigrants and bounce-back jobs after the COVID-19 pandemic. He defended his proposal to impose a 10% tariff on all foreign products entering the U.S., arguing that it wouldn't raise prices but would instead cost countries like China, which he accused of exploiting the U.S. for years. Diverging views about abortion.
Any legal limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy?
I support Roe v. Wade.
He can take the life of the baby in the 9th month.
Abortion was another contentious topic. Trump expressed his support for the Supreme Court's decision to maintain access to abortion pills and reiterated his stance that abortion regulations should be left to the states. He emphasized exceptions for rape, incest, and the mother's health. Biden countered Trump's claims, particularly the assertion that everybody opposed Roe v. Wade. Biden argued that the majority of constitutional scholars supported Roe and criticized the notion that opposition to it was widespread. This exchange highlighted the stark differences between the two candidates on this critical issue. Immigration and border policies.
We had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it.
There's no data to support what he said. Once again, he's exaggerating, he's lying.
Immigration and border policies led to a heated exchange. Trump attacked Biden's handling of the border, claiming it had led to an influx of criminals and terrorists. He boasted about having the safest border in history during his presidency and painted a grim picture of the current situation. Biden refuted these claims, stating that the notion of opening borders to criminals was baseless and exaggerated. He pointed to the lack of data supporting Trump's assertions and emphasized that the U.S. remains vigilant against threats. This segment showcased the candidates' differing approaches to border security and immigration.
And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens.
Trump insisted that Biden's policies have led to a situation where the U.S. is like a third-world nation, with decreased respect on the global stage. He attributed his administration's tax cuts and economic strategies as reasons for the previous economic strength and claimed that Biden's policies had undone this progress. The January 6 attack.
Let's turn to the issue of democracy. Former President Trump, I want to ask you about January 6, 2021. After you rallied your supporters that day.
On January 6th, we had a great border. Nobody coming through, very few.
My question was, what do you say to those voters who believe that you violated your constitutional oath through your actions and inaction on January 6, 2021?
When asked about the January 6 attack on the Capitol, Trump attempted to deflect, instead highlighting his achievements in office and criticizing the current administration. Tapper pressed him on his responsibility for the events of that day, but Trump shifted focus to his record on taxes and energy independence. Biden used this opportunity to criticize Trump, calling him a whiner and accusing him of promoting falsehoods about the 2020 election. He stressed that no court had found merit in Trump's claims of election fraud, framing the former president's stance as an inability to accept defeat. Concerns about age and competence.
I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
Both candidates were asked about concerns regarding their age and fitness for office. Biden, who is 81, recounted his long career and experience in politics, attempting to assure voters of his capability. He emphasized his administration's successes in job creation and manufacturing.
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one.
Trump, aged 78, highlighted his cognitive test results and recent personal achievements in sports to demonstrate his vitality. He challenged Biden to take similar tests, positioning himself as the more competent and energetic candidate. Trump claimed that his good health and recent wins in golf tournaments were proof of his fitness for office. Reaction and impact. The debate ended with mixed reactions. Biden's performance, marred by his cold and moments of confusion, raised concerns among Democrats. His inability to convey energy and clarity worried some party members, leading to speculation about his viability as a candidate. Trump, despite his energetic demeanor, faced criticism for his numerous falsehoods and mischaracterizations. His evasive answers on critical issues like the January 6 attack and immigration did little to quell concerns about his potential return to office. And that's a wrap-up of today. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more highlights. See you next time.